this. This is incredible. Hook. Delightful. Wow.
Too strong.
Now Melbourne goes, and Melbourne gets the bucket. Circus basketball to Roof.
Cole. Yes.
Super Saturday continues in the Signet WNBL. Perth hosting the Sydney Flames, searching for a bounce-back victory. Welcome to Bendat Basketball Centre in the West as Indigenous round continues. My name is Liam Ellison, and joined alongside me for this final game of Super Saturday is Todd Morris. Todd, welcome.
Oh, thank you very much, Liam. It's such a pleasure to be here. Super Saturday has been fantastic, and I'm so glad I get to do Game 3.
It has been terrific. We would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we meet today, the Wurundjeri people of Noongar country, and pay our respects to their elders past and present, as well as to emerging leaders. We extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. Both sides wearing their beautiful Indigenous jerseys here for the 5th game of our round 4 slate. Of course, tomorrow is going to be a ripper as well on 9 Go. The Spirit and the Southside Flyers. Do not miss that one for your 12:30 p.m. tip, Todd.
Yeah, it's set to be a fantastic one. Both teams obviously on a roll, the Spirit, but the Flyers are just starting to get good. The scary thing is, though, with the Spirit, they may or may not get KG back, and I can't wait to see that one tomorrow.
It is going to be scary. She is back in the lineup. The Perth Lynx, well, previously had a really hard fixture in terms of 4 games in 11 days. Now they've had a break off the back of that victory over the UC Capitals, courtesy of the Annalie Maley buzzer beater.
It was an absolute bomb, and if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Annalie Maley. Ice in the veins, on the baseline, off kilter as well, just went straight in. The scary thing about this Perth team is they're coming off a 9-day break. The way that they run, the red rush of the Perth Lynx, they're scary. And if they're going to come at it fresh, I'm really worried for this Flames team.
Yeah, I like that, the red rush. And the woman in the middle, Letitia Ami here, was immense in their last outing. 24 points and 10 rebounds with a double-double.
She's been amazing, Ami here. Super, super athletic. Dunked when she was 15. I love the thing that they're running at the moment. If she dunks in a game, all ticket holders and members go into a draw to win a box at RAC Arena. 24, 1 assist and 10 rebounds in her last outing. She's 63% from the field. The scary thing is she's 70% inside 8 feet. She dominates that painted area. You get it in there, she's going to score.
That's going to be what the Flames, I think, need to target tonight, because really, when you look at where their shots are coming from at the moment, they're very 3-point centric, Todd. And we saw that in their last outing where they fell to the Adelaide Lightning 78-54, shooting just 27% from the field.
You're not going to win too many games shooting 27%. One of the things that they're doing, though, and like you said, they are very 3-point centric. In the lead up to this game, they were 88 shots attempted inside 8 feet, 94 beyond the arc. They're shooting more from the outside than they are any other place on the court. And I really feel with this lineup, you've got to get Kayla George operating in the paint, even if it's an early paint touch.
Totally agree. And, well, maybe the lone bright spot almost in that previous outing was the double-double from Michaela Roof, who, once again, a steady hand for a new uniform this season with the Flames.
Yeah, new uniform, new role. It has a bit more on her shoulders. Obviously, last year with Townsville, averaged 9.5 points per game. This year, averaging 12.3 with the Flames. It's almost a flashback to the 15-16 season for the Adelaide Lightning, where she averaged 13 points per game. So I'm loving that new role of Roof. However, I want to see them share the ball around more, get inside that paint, and start to use some of their bigs.
Referees today, Kyle Easter, Travis Stewart and Scott Campbell. And we're away via Swain. 3rd game of Super Saturday here in Perth. Roof right on cue, down into the post, and George starts things off the right way for the Flames.
Well, that's what we're calling for, Liam. You get it into George and she just nails it. We know how good she is. She's done it for Australia. She's done it for the Boomers. And can she do it for the Flames here?
Knee here. Wilson around the pick. Carla Pittman into the starting lineup today for the Flames. Celeste Taylor listed on the team sheet. Not out here in the starting 5. Roof doubled, cut came, and good for Pittman.
Great stuff, good start, 100% from the field, and both shots inside 8 feet.
So has had a terrific start to the season for the Lynx. Back Chibatoni. Looking to penetrate. So hard to let it fly. Clark pushing the pace. Swain, a quieter outing on Wednesday after that 25-point outburst in the previous round against the Bendigo Spirit. So love to push the pace, the Perth Lynx. Maley on the end of it in the corner.
Who else to get things started for the Lynx than Annalie Maley from the outside? A good start.
Intended to. Clark no good for three. Chibatoni, the seas parted, and she will take that coast to coast.
That's that red rush. They just get it moving quickly, go coast to coast, and an easy two.
They sure do. Ryan Patrick run and gun offense. Kayla George for three. Maley rips and goes. Driving right at Roof. George trying to connect with Pittman. It's a personal foul first. Looks to be on Milasowa.
Last couple of offensive sets for the Flames have been three-point attempts. I'd like to see them go back into the keyway. They scored their first two. Last three have been rush shots from the outside. I want to see something inside here.
That's the balance they're searching for, the Flames. Take the highest proportion of shots from beyond the arc in the league. Swain cans the tray.
Can't complain with that. That was an open look in the corner. You've got to take that one.
They do. So muscling inside. The Lightning defended Swain so effectively on Wednesday. Executed their scout. Started things off the right way. It's a great dish down low. George under the rim.
I could watch that all night. George and Swain in the pick and roll. Brilliant execution.
Fast first 3 minutes here in Perth. Tisha Ami here. Personal foul on George.
So hard to defend to me here. You can't help but foul her in that situation. Catching all the way out the perimeter here, a little fake handoff, and then just attacking the hoop. It's a frustrating one too, because it probably wasn't the greatest look. She was quite past the basket, but George just copping the hands.
Here's the first to me here. Into the game, shooting 53% from the free throw line, on target there. Oof, just over the timeline. In the hands of Swain. Good job for her this evening. Perth pushing it. Sowa. Dish down low. Clark arrived just in time.
Transition offense looking pretty good for the Lynx. Sign up at 9.
First look at the Sydney Flames Indigenous jersey. So there was a flush of jerseys on Wednesday. Swain nearly got there. Now Sowa, as a result, open for three. Entry into the post. George, terrific vision. Pittman with her feet set.
How good was that vision from George to be able to pinpoint that pass? He knew exactly where it was, and then they nailed that one from the outside.
Oh, Chibatoni just lost Emma Clark. She'll step into a three ball. Nylon. Alex Chibatoni with the handles. He nearly got there for the steal. George looking to fire back. Roof follows on the glass. Wilson. Yeah, goes herself. Arrived in time and unable to convert. Nice find forward. Pittman unlucky not to fall. Roof. Fresh 14 for the Flames. Swain will let it fly.
Swain again open, nailing that one. Got to get a body. You can't leave Swain with that much room.
Both sides connecting from beyond the arc here early in Perth. Youth controls. Swain penetrate, kick out, Clark. 5-point advantage, Sydney. Chibatoni with a highlight play moments ago, and that's a foul on Shanice Swain.
It's that ankle breaker from earlier. Beautiful play. And then, of course, you've got to nail it. You're going to take someone's ankles. You've got to finish.
That you do. She had to let it fly, really. Could have maybe opted to a teammate, but when you drop someone like that, you've got to let it go. Chibatoni. Troy Card from the elbow.
Good defensive set there from the Flames. Had the Lynx late in their shot clock. Forced look. They'd love to get a score here and continue on their lead.
Both sides have gone to their bench. We've seen a different look from Guy Malloy's team. Celeste Taylor off the pine. There's the touch pass from Roof. Presenting down low and a turnover.
Loving your sound, Lynx fans. Let's keep that going.
Catazano, another who started on Wednesday. Malloy just trying some different things. Perth in rotation now. Gorman the escape dribble. Chibatoni with 8 seconds. Screen arrived from Clint Hoykard. George has controlled the glass here early. Taylor. Roof straight away on the block. It's half fall away, Jay. And nylon for Michaela Roof.
Great work from Roof. That's her 4th point now. To go along with her 6 rebounds, she is causing havoc all over the floor.
Force the turnover, and the Flames have come out of the gates in terrific fashion. 7-point lead. Their offense, Todd, clicking.
Certainly is, yeah. It's starting to click. They've obviously taken a lot away from their last outing where they were shooting at 27%. They're probably a lot of work on that at training. And here they are, just starting to get it done early against a great Lynx team.
We've seen more of the balance of the inside-outside offense on cue. Kayla George, count it. 1 to come at the line.
Great work by George, using the body, but someone I've been super impressed with tonight is Ruth. That's her assist number 5. Not only has she got 6 rebounds to go along with her name, 5 assists now, and obviously the 4 points. Ruth is the one, the link up at the moment.
Animal numbers early, 5 dimes. As Kayla G connects the 3-point plate.
Let's get behind you, girls.
Taylor up in the grill of Gorman. The quick trigger.
Offensive rebound.
Extra 14 for Perth. Wilson stops and fires. Bullseye.
Great hit there from Wilson. Now the Flames have got to be on Wilson watch. Wilson can score quickly in bunches as well.
She sure can. Lost the handle. Maley with a hustle. On Brandt. Gorman. Sowar had her feet set and Brain Catazano, terrific hands. Not there for the Flames. They can reset via Roof. Gorman got a hand to it. Brain Catazano stay with the play. And rebound for Taylor. Flames, can they get some reward from this trip? They sure can. Kayla George adds 2 more. She's got 9. in the ball game. It's a timeout on the floor for Ryan Petrick's team. And a 9-point advantage, Todd, to the Flames.
And we called it. We called it in the pre-game. We've got to start feeding George down low. She's now 4 from 4 from 2-point territory. George closed out Maley and was able to finish. That's almost a little mismatch. I know Maley can defend really tall, but I think George is a little too powerful for Annalise Maley. I know how athletic she is, but it was a great use of the mismatch. George knew it was there. Rolled to the basket. Great job.
30 remaining in the first quarter. High quality, efficient offense so far at Bendat. Flames searching for that bounce-back victory. They're now 1-3 off the back of their Wednesday night loss.
Great to see Shanice Wayne returns to the game. Had a little bit of time off, just a quick beat of Guy Malloy just looking at some different looks, but Swain now back on.
Wilson right there with Blaine Catazano. Rejects the screen from Morel. No look, dime. Able to connect. George has been everything so far for the Flames. Taylor, deep down low, great vision. Swain, set, bullseye. One more for the Flames, and they are hot from 3.
That's 3 from 5 from the outside for Shanice Swain. Absolutely feeling it.
Wilson ups against the 3. Instead, finds her way to the rack for 2 more. Double-digit advantage, the Flames. George assessing, little shimmy in the post, and a friendly roll.
That's the signature George shimmy. I've seen that 100 times before. Great play, good work, and George just really dominating the paint.
Wilson lost her defender. And there's that typical Ali Wilson aggression driving to the cup. Fruitful for the Lynx. So far in the first quarter, they have not been able to keep pace with this Flames offense. Swain. Swing that time. So perhaps time for one last heave. And the buzzer will expire. 29 plays 19. The Flames have raced out of the block, shooting 55% from the field, connecting on 4 triples for the 10-point lead at quarter time.
Yeah, great first quarter from the Flames. They've done everything that they've had to do. One of the best things that they're doing at the moment is from the field, 57%. They're getting it inside. They've got a good distribution of 3-point shots. Swain is just on fire from the outside, looking really fluent. One of the things I'm really enjoying as well, don't have an out-and-out point guard. They've been able to share that duty and move the ball really well.
Flames fans will be stoked with what they've seen so far. It's a 10-point lead at quarter time.
Good to go. Going crossover left to right. On the right for a finish. It's up and in! How about it? All right. Brooklyn. Good to go. All right. You kind of have the easiest part because you got to watch first. Now you can have a crack at it. Go for it. Stay right on to the left. Crossing over. Yep. How's the finish? Just over. Go again. Quick. Go again. Go for another layup. Let's see if we get it. We want to go big. We want to go big for Brooklyn here. Yes! That was good. Give a big round of applause, guys. Avery. Ford dealers. Start your journey to Future Star by joining the Ford on Future program near you. 60 Future Star right here in Avery and Brooklyn. All right, we're ready. Listen up. We're going back.
Welcome back to Bendat. 29 plays, 19 in favour of the Flames. We knew it was going to be run and gun, fast offense. It's what we've seen so far, Todd.
Yeah, we certainly have. I've really loved Swain from the outside, as we see an example of that there. But both teams attacking the hoop. It's great basketball. It's a really good brand, this one. But the Flames have come out and they've got the job done. They're really answering back to what they did previously. They only went around at 27%. Tonight, they've got it up to 57%, and they're putting on a show.
Just the 54 points on Wednesday. They've got 29 after just 10 minutes here in the nation's West. So they chase her off the three-point line.
Rebound number 8 for Roof. I can't believe I'm saying this. We're already on triple-double watch. 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 6 points. And we're only in the second quarter.
Unbelievable. And Michaela Roof. And a costly error. Backcourt against the Flames.
Haley checking back in, had the momentary rest in that first period. He's now back on the floor and ready to run.
Both sides up until that point have looked after the basketball really well. Just the one turnover in the first quarter for Perth. Gorman. Downtown hit again for the Lynx.
That's really going to help bring this hometown crowd in it. Good start to the second quarter.
Swain feeding down low. George thought there was some contact. Play on, says the referee. Euro stepping through. Adderley Maley with a tough finish.
And there it is, that red rush. That's what we're talking about. They just move it from one end of the floor to the other as quick as you can.
They might catch on, I reckon. Red rush as Morell cuts it off. Tony can reset.
We'll get the next one.
Unfortunate turnover here, but one thing I'm really loving about the Flames is they're really going inside the paint. Obviously, Guy Malloy, he's done his scout. He's noticed that there's a weakness with the Perth defense inside the key, and they're really exploiting that at the moment.
Maya Morris out there. Sharika Leah for the Flames for the first time. George just disposed of Ami here and turns and fires for three.
With Morris coming on, playing down low, George now out on the perimeter playing the 4 spot. That's going to open her up, and we know George can really fire from the outside.
Let's now look at it. It's Isha Ami here. So maybe some contacts. Not to be. George connects, and what a start to the ball game. And Kayla George Todd as well.
Yeah,
leading the way in the scoring column.
I think she's probably taken recent performances personally, and you can see tonight she's ready to rock.
She was fired up at the end of regulation on Wednesday night. Dressing her team as the skipper. Ami here slicing through.
And we know that's what she is. She's just an out-and-out leader. She's been a leader in every team that she plays in, and you can see tonight she's doing it by example.
As said, she's wear a heart on her sleeve, Kayla George. Leah. Hitman. Down the boulevard. And that was gritty.
Great aggressive drive to the hoop. They're continuing just to take it to the ring.
Clark defending the handoff for me here. Turning fire herself.
Not often, only her 16th attempt from mid-range and her 6th make for the year.
A turnover here against the Flames. Still with the 8-point lead here, approaching halfway through the second. Anything else on offer? So Letitia finds nylon.
It's interesting, 30% from mid-range. George almost knew that. Sagged off a little bit, was waiting. Said, take it. If you want, have the mid-range.
Troy Card. Just off in the 3. George with 14 points to her name. Morris into the post. Another and one to the Flames. Morris will go to the line for an extra. This is a stark contrast in the way they are playing their hoops tonight, the Flames, Todd. Just feeding the post constantly, time and time again.
It's points 22 in the painted area. And it doesn't get any easier or smaller as Morris comes on the floor.
She connects in the 3 throw. Noted it off the top, Todd. They're a side that perhaps had almost fallen a little bit too in love with the 3 ball. They have adjusted terrifically tonight, the Flames. And me here, showcasing the composure in midair.
Isn't that just a great athletic drive? Unbelievable.
Such a dynamic player at the 5 spot, Letitia me here. As she moves, deflected on that Kalea pass. Perth are away. Lynch Hoycard early, shot clock 3.
Ruth with another rebound. That's rebound number 9. And we're halfway through the second term.
Double watches. We get a workout tonight. Wilson did well. Stays with Pittman again, battling inside. Follows her own miss. It's a fresh 14, importantly for Sydney. Ruth connects on the 3 ball.
Well, that's the 9th point to go with that 9th rebound.
Me here. Pump fakes around 2 defenders and the whistle. Chance for 3 the old-fashioned way, and me here is having some second quarter.
Yeah, very strong finish. Let's take a look at this on the replay. The red rush was on. There's the pass. And me here selling the candy, then went underneath, drawing the foul on Morris. Beautiful stuff. We've got a timeout here. And I think it's a good time for a timeout. Guy Malloy just wants to have a chat. He can start to see the momentum starting to swing. So what better way? Timeout, calm the away the home crowd if you're the away team.
Yeah, I think so. Back to that same margin we saw at quarter time of 10, and make sure you're following all the live stats of today's game in the free WNBL app. You can also check out game highlights, team and player info and more. Download it from the App Store today. Signet WNBL app here in Indigenous round across round 4, seeing both the Lynx and the Flames wearing their terrific Indigenous jerseys. The Flames for the first time here this evening. Designed by Stuart James. And 42 plays 32 at the timeout. You're right, the Lynx have just looked like they've gotten back into their rhythm a little more.
Yeah, they certainly have, and I think it's a warranted timeout. And when you're playing on the road, you want to manage that crowd as well. And that timeout is not going to be aimed at exactly doing that. It's going to be more strategic. However, that is a good part of it. You want to keep the crowd as silent as possible, especially after an and one opportunity. They were up and about. And the import of me here doing the work. She's definitely a fan favourite already, coming across from the Atlanta Dream.
To 11 to lead the way for Perth. Taylor back into the action. Just joined us, Michaela Roof is on triple-double watch here tonight.
The Roof is on fire.
Very good. Here's Clark. 5 seconds. There's another dime for Michaela Roof as Morris polishes it off.
And again, more points in the paint. That's 24 of their 44 have come inside that painted area.
Mejia again putting it on the deck. Punishing the Flames bigs down low. Problem she indeed has been. Now up to 12 for Mejia. In fact, make it 13. Touch pass, pretty. Pittman. Not quite. Lynx going at a 41% clip, and the Flames red hot, 58% from the field. But Mejia is keeping the Lynx in it. Wilson bursting into that handoff. Sydney dominating the rebound count at the moment, 20-11. Got 10-second chance points as well, the Flames. Looked away from Chibatoni. Sowar, now they can run. The Lynx via Wilson. Well, they are so dangerous in the open floor.
Very, very dangerous. The way that they move it is so quick.
Nice handle for Celeste Taylor. And George, after a short break, back out there.
So George is going to come in for Morris. I think it's a good substitution. It's going to help him a bit more on the defensive end. Haven't been too wrapped with how Morris has been defensively. Offensively, great input. Defensively, probably lacks a little.
Here, Chibatoni. George pleading her case. Taylor with a handle. Oh, got there. Wilson put out the hand in the deflection. Defense to offense for the Lynx, and they're back within 2 possessions here in Perth.
One of my favourite parts of Wilson's game is the way that she defends that passing lane. You see that time and time again. And I reckon, let's have a look at it here on the replay. Anticipation, picked it, away, red rush. More points to the red rush.
Love it, the red rush. Wilson, ahead of the snake there, and just a perfect player to plug and play into Ryan Petrick's offense. Ellie Wilson is loving life with the Perth Lynx. Calling all sports teams, say goodbye to travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in our field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au. Perth edging their way back here. They've closed the 10-point quarter-time margin to 5.
Well, they've been dominant in the second term. They lead the second term 20 points to 15. And it's been through defensive effort. They've been able to turn some of those defensive turnovers into scores at the other end. We just see a great example of that there. They've been really aggressive at the hoop. They're starting to play the game back on their terms. They were a little bit blindsided by the Flames' early momentum. And they did everything right, and they're doing everything right. I think this is going to shape up to be a very close contest.
I think so as well. 3 fast break points, the Lynx, 13-3. Now getting it back on their terms slowly. Swain back out there. He was terrific in the first quarter. Bailey making Roof work for it. Now the switch onto Wilson. Still backing down in the post. The double had to come. George fouls. It'll go on Mejia. It's the first to her name.
And you don't mind this. With no fouls to your name up to this point, you don't mind this kind of defensive effort from behind. And Mejia is known for her athleticism and blocks. You know, so you've got to try it, you've got to attempt it. George is going to go to the line, probably nails them both, but still, you've got to make them earn it.
Absolutely. Fouls to give. First is good from the line for George. 100% so far this evening from the line, the Flames. Chibatoni. Mejia fronts. Looking to glide by George. Defense from the Opal start. Swain, confident stroke.
Shanice Swain just getting it done from the outside. That's now 4 from 7.
She absolutely oozes X Factor, Shanice Swain. Clark off the turnover. Steps by Gibertoni with ease.
The Flames are giving the Lynx some of their own medicine. Ryan Petrick sees it. He calls a timeout. He's got to stop this momentum.
And it's a 7-zip run to the Sydney Flames heading into this timeout with 1:47 remaining on the clock. Here it is again from Emma Clark. Athleticism and grace from the Flames wing. They are back in control here at Bendat, leading by 12 points on the eve of halftime. Still 1:52 remaining on the game clock. Ford dealers love to see their WNBL sporting heroes and Aussie families conquering their goals, and it's easy to conquer the everyday in the 7-seat Ford Everest Sport SUV. Find the Everest that's right for you at your local Ford dealer.
This game really is a seesawing contest. I felt like only 30 seconds ago I was just talking how well the Lynx are doing and they've got it back on their terms. Yep. All of a sudden, the Flames just start to really fire up, and they're doing really well. They bring it back. They've got that lead now. They actually lead the quarter now 22-20. So fantastic work by them. They'll continue with this momentum.
Turned it back in a flash, and they'll return to their starting 5. Pittman and Swain featuring this evening. Wilson's been instrumental here in the seconds. There's 11 points for Perth. Screen arrives. Oh, slashing through. And the athleticism from Wilson. Superb.
Wilson's always been this athletic. However, since being a part of the Gungaroos in the 3-on-3, those drives have just got so much better in her game.
George flipped out. Swain for her 5th triple. Pittman fell her way and took advantage.
Amazing attack on the hoop, and it pays off.
Minute remains in the first half here. Sowa spins out of trouble. 12 points in arrears. Maley. Wrapped up from Clark, and me here with the strength. George makes sure of it. It's a baseline basketball anyway. Whistle on that Clark reach. Not in any foul trouble in this ball game. Just Swain with the 2 personals. Here's Wilson. Feeling him in the seconds. Ten to work with for Sowa. Rejects the screen from me here. Swain stays in front. The pump fake was pretty from Mila Sowa.
Mila Sowa's 4th point for the game. She's been a big scorer for them, their leading scorer. It's good to see her starting to warm up for the Lynx.
Again, they look to work it inside. First and foremost, the Flames. Clark with the 2nd chance. Somehow back with Roof, and she gets the whistle. It'll go on Maley.
Great effort, and again, it's started with a paint touch. They got it into George, then that shot came up, they battled for the rebound, and then eventually falls in the lap for Roof. She goes hard to the hoop. Again, that tenacious attack on the ring has given them good fortune.
Has indeed. This a chance, just to illustrate that point total, tie up their entire game total from Wednesday night against Adelaide for the Flames. Shooting 60% from the field, Sydney. 5 seconds. Amihia has to go herself. That'll do it. And the Flames take an 11-point lead into the halftime break here at Bendat Basketball Centre.
Yeah, they've been doing brilliantly. They've put up 54 points against this Lynx team. They average against 41 points against, so huge delta. They're 13 points behind their average, so massive effort for the Flames. Great offensive output.
Don't go anywhere. This one is going to be an intriguing finish. The Flames, many would have thought perhaps they were underdogs coming into this one in 7th position. Not to be. They've been stellar through the first half. They lead by 11.
SKG Radiology, Buckets Basketball. Also took the book, Kickbeat, Brightside Live, Northern Star Resources, Sterling Partners, Basketball WA, IMAR, Business Insurance Expert.
I've always been told that good things come to those who wait. Well, I've put in the work and I'm ready.
What a finish!
Ready to hold that trophy at the end of the season.
Forget waiting, the future is here.
So we're here for the AIS camp, which is part of the She Hoops Leadership and Confidence Scholarship.
This program is a culmination of a few different things.
10-week course, so 5 mentoring sessions for the Australian players and 5 EQ Mind sessions.
For them to become officials, to become coaches or administrators or leaders in the sport.
She Hoops is an organisation that is just all about empowering women in basketball, and I think being immersed in this environment is really cool.
Celebrating 50 years of sneakers?
For a delicious dinner that disappears and lets you squeeze in one more episode before bed. Pick up Latina Fresh, Australia's favourite pasta and sauce. Latina, we got the weeknight.
I've always been told that good things come to those who wait. Well, I've put in the work and I'm ready.
What a finish!
Ready to hold that trophy at the end of the season.
Forget waiting, the future is here.
So we're here for the AIS camp, which is part of the She Hoops Leadership and Confidence Scholarship.
This program is a culmination of a few different things.
10-week course, so 5 mentoring sessions for the Australian players and 5 EQ Mind sessions.
For them to become officials, to become coaches or administrators or leaders in the sport.
She Hoops is an organisation that is just all about empowering women in basketball, and I think being immersed in this environment is really cool.
Celebrating 50 years of sneakers?
For a delicious dinner that disappears and lets you squeeze in one more episode before bed. Pick up Latina Fresh, Australia's favourite pasta and sauce. Latina, we got the weeknight.
The WNBL has so many incredible First Nations athletes and Indigenous athletes who recognise the lack of representation that they have across not just, the WNBL, but all of the junior programs. And I think that Indigenous round is really important to pay respects to the Indigenous community, but also to bring awareness to all the incredible Indigenous athletes that we do have and that we haven't even seen yet.
For me, it's a really big round, and it's one that gives me goosebumps and is just really special, and those jerseys just so beautiful and represent so much more than I think anyone could really understand.
We have a large Indigenous population in Townsville, so that's something we take very seriously. We get a local artist to design our uniforms, which we wear really proudly, and I think any time that we can pay respect to the Indigenous population is awesome, so I'm really proud that the WNBL continues to support them.
We're really lucky to wear jerseys that have got Indigenous design on them all year. The best thing about sport is it's inclusive, and we want everyone to feel welcome and a part of that, and if we can bring in another community in that way and educate people as well, I think that's really special.
This season under Hoops Capital with the Sydney Kings and the Sydney Flames have actually engaged in yarning circles that we've just done in the pre-season. So honestly, I've never actually experienced something like that before, but the symbolism of this yarning stick that we were holding and passing around in our yarning circle was just, it was really moving, and I think that will really help us as a team and as a culture through this whole season.
Some of the best athletes in the world are Indigenous athletes. So, you know, encouraging everyone that sport's for everyone. It doesn't matter what race you are, where you came from, and the more we can make it a more inclusive sport, the better.
Some fight here from the Caps. Look at it show, deep in the shot clock, one left, Cole has to fire. Unfortunately, it goes in for the Caps, but fortunate for the Flyers. That was amazing.
Defense is infectious. When you see someone playing really good defense, it makes you really want to fight for your team, so great to see there.
D-ball for another. Might have just stepped inside the arc, maybe, but that was a great shot, and you can see the energy from the Caps. They're fired up.
Takeaway Geelong. Could they tie the game up? Yes, they can! What a drop. The basketball gods are with Geelong at the moment. We're all tied up at 59 apiece. Ball still loose. Brett kicks it back out to Shelley. Now it's Raver for three. She got it to go! We're all tied up at 64.
Here's Chipotoni.
Put their whistles away, just let them play.
Mailey, your superstar, puts it up and gets the shot! Annalie Mailey, your superstar!
Huge bucket from Mailey there.
A big shout out to our Perth Lynx photography partner, Sports Imagery Australia. They do such a wonderful job. Be sure to check them out online, sportsimagery.com.au, and see how they can capture and promote your next sporting event. And also a reminder as well, we've got our Perth Lynx IMAR Business Insurance member and VIP partner. That's upstairs for members. Overlooking the court, serving cold drinks and hot food for our loyal members and VIPs. We've got a bunch of them up there joining in. I'm our business insurance member hospitality. It's a pretty good view as well. We'll have to just change that score for you guys. Might look a little bit better. And we've got a birthday girl in the house as well. Chelsea, who's right here on the front row, turning 13 today. Let's give her a big round of applause. Happy birthday, Chelsea. I was going to make everyone sing, but I need their voices for defense. All right, no, it's fine. Fine. We need that for later. Let me thank you as well to Revo Fitness, the official gym partner of the Perth Lynx. Smash your goals with Revo. Enjoy now from $9.69 per week. Revo Fitness, official gym partner of the Perth Lynx. Thank you guys for supporting our girls.
Welcome back to Bendat Basketball Centre for round 4 Indigenous round, the Signet WNBL, and it is the Lynx locked in a tussle with the Sydney Flames, who have burst out of the gates here for an 11-point half-time lead. Liam Ellison here alongside me is Todd Morris in the commentary booth, and Todd, the Flames have really made it for an exciting contest.
The Flames have come in hot, and it's been great to see. They opened up their account really well. They attacked the hoop. We talked at the top of the program about them getting into the paint. They've had 28 points in the paint. However, they've had a lot of paint touches, a lot more than they have in any other game this season. Kayla George has gone bananas at 16 points. Also, Shanice Swain has been great from the outside. 4 from 8 from downtown, and Roof. We're on triple-double watch. The double-double has been achieved. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. We only need 2 more, and we're going to triple-double town.
Phenomenal from Michaela Roof, and it's one of those Kayla George threes. She has led from the front, the Flames skipper. And I liked it. You set it up from the top, Todd. You said the Flames needed to go inside, and clearly Guy Malloy and the Flames have seen exactly that, because they have fed it in time and time again. It's led to paint touches, led to paint points, but also the inside-outside offense has seen them hit on 7 threes.
100%, and it's been tough to defend because they're scoring at both ends of the floor. They're scoring inside and outside. However, do you know who's been great tonight? Amir. She's been fantastic. Really lifted for the team. Wilson's done great as well. We see her turning defense into offense. 13 points for her, 13 points for Amir here as well. It's been a good effort from Perth. I think they've got plenty in their locker that they can bring out here in the second half, and they can really start to turn the Jets on. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination.
Absolutely not. The Lynx, they're going to mount some sort of a run at some stage. Danny Wilson's got 13, and Mehia's got 13 to lead the way for Perth. And we're underway in the second half. Shanice Swain. Clark. Swain hit on 4 3 balls in the first half. Down low. Roof in the post. Deflected though from Chibatoni. Mehia. Go herself. That's the screen for Wilson. What response the Lynx have out of the sheds at the halftime break? Kayla George with a great defense. Screen, Sessi. Wilson got a hand to it. Mehia diving on the basketball with a hustle. Sydney basketball in the backcourt.
Shaky start on the offensive end for both teams. No score yet in the second half. So just be really interesting. I think there was big emphasis in both camps that they've got to start this half strong. And you can see that the way that they're playing defense for both teams is strong here in the second half.
Swain in the offense. Fighting around Chibatoni. Maley arrives. Pushing the pace. The Lynx once more. Against the Sowar handoff. It's a reset from the sideline. Two leading scorers for Perth combining. Sowar in the off-ball foul call. It's going to be on Kayla George. That's number 2.
We get a fresh 14 here as well, the Lynx. Their second set of 14, Swain off. Now, looking just slightly ginger.
She did, yes. Hopefully nothing serious for Shanice Swain. Take a seat. Wilson, pocket pass. Right on time for Mehia.
Now, while that action was happening, I kept an eye on Swain, went straight to the back row, straight to the physio.
Get more information too when we have it. Mehia with the steal. Sowar there to assist. Right over the top of Kalea, and she'll need to earn him on the charity strike. And this is probably a good result for Sydney in the end. The best of it. Tough situation with a 2-on-1.
Thought that was a great defensive effort. Sent him here to the line, has to earn him the hard way.
She's 3 of 3 so far this evening.
Just on that top section of the camera, you can see Swain taking some sort of medication, maybe some sort of pain meds. Looks like she'll take a seat, maybe get a rub. Hopefully she comes back into this one. They're going to need her.
Spotted Todd. They will need her. Led from the front. Point guard spot for the Flames. With 12 points. Clark rips and goes. Now they're in rotation. Pittman open for three. Nearly lost the handle and it's a foul call. Third team foul already on Sydney.
They're certainly playing a tough brand of basketball, and all those fouls have come from hustle plays, just exactly like that one.
Perth have peeled it back to an 8-point margin. Tony slowed up. So the aggression inside. Shuri Kalea and that pick from George. Mark open at the top for three. Good defense from Perth. And Maley arrived with the slash. And they have started this quarter with a 7-0 run.
Unbelievable pass from Sowar there just to find Maley. Brilliant penetration on the dribble and be able to hand off.
To 2 possessions. Pittman. Left-hand finish, not quite. Roof though on the O-glass. Down to Clark. Can reset with 14. Wilson nearly got there with a steal. And Sowar did just enough to tap it to the advantage of Maley. Oh, me here, the lane just parted. And she took it. Timeout. Guy Malloy's got to slow this up. Yet to score in the third quarter. It's been all the way to Perth.
Yeah, 9-0 run. That lead is almost diminished. It's only at 4 now, and they are struggling. Guy Malloy has got to rally his team. Shanice Swain looked to come out of the game with something sore. Now he's got to find something in the locker here because they cannot give away this lead.
They cannot. Perfect start to Perth, back to a 4-point margin of Bendat. What a game of hoops. The final game of your Super Saturday. I noticed today that players from both teams have a purple band around the top of their singlet. This band is a powerful symbol of support for survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL clubs, athletes and the Players Association have united to raise awareness around this critical issue. Enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible, and when everyone plays a role, real change happens. Learn how you can be a part of the solution by visiting Full Stop Australia. Details on the screen now. 7-zip run to start the second half for the Lynx. The previous game, it was half-time break, which was the turnaround for the Townsville Fire over the Lightning, and good to see Shanice Swain's good to go.
Yeah, fantastic to see. Obviously had a little bit of treatment back on the floor, and it's much needed because they've just got the 9-0 run. They're going to get their way back into this.
Taylor. Last minutes in the second half. Mark in the corner. Mejia. Cut it off. Numbers if they go quick, Perth. Sowar, the lefty lay-in.
Well, that makes it 11 and the margin back to 2.
Flames under the pump. Knew they'd mount a run, the Lynx. Didn't quite foresee it playing out like this. 11 zip and counting. George, an extra chance. Clark, they need this. Chance to tie or take the lead. Wilson. Oh, again finding contact. Ali Wilson, a chance for an extra. Hanging and finishing, that was tough.
Beautiful play here. Look at the athleticism from Wilson to be able to do this, and over quality opponents as well. Off the window, a great two. Now this is where Kayla George really needs to stand up as captain here. Guy Malloy can't burn another timeout, not in this stage of the game. It's going to have to come from their on-floor leaders to start to rally their team, because all of a sudden, well, the game's tied. I thought that basket was going to drop, but they've given away too many points here out the gate. It's a 13-0 run to kick off the quarter.
Morris here competing for the rebounds. Baseline basketball. As it goes right around Morris. Here is winning the battle.
She certainly is, but having a fantastic night. That's points number 20.
Swain, so smooth. Draws the whistle.
That 20's on the back of 24 in their last outing. 20, we always talk about our imports. They take a little while to warm up to the WNBL, the changes in rules, a little bit of different things, how things are done. It's safe to say, Amia, she's here.
She is indeed, right on cue. Arrives for the steal.
And you heard the crowd get up. They were waiting for the dunk, and I was waiting for it as well.
Yes. We all were. Murmurs. First dunk to the game, of course, when she was 15 years of age, Letitia Amia. Clark. Just unstoppable at the moment in the third. Nylon, finally Swain and the Flames get going in the third quarter.
Well, that's where it's going to come from. It's going to come from their natural scorers. Swain now has 5 threes, 5 from 9 from the outside.
Wilson the other way.
We need to stop right here, Perth. This is what you think.
5 triples and counting for Shanice Swain. Around the pick. Nicely weighted fine down low, and Morris will go to the stripe for 2.
That's the beauty of having a big like Morris in the painted area. You see here that pick and roll. There's the roll, lob pass, using the advantage of her height, straight to the hoop. Great execution. All you young players watching at home, how to execute that pick and roll, great example.
Second trip to the line this evening for Yamaya Morris. Ties it up to Sydney.
Tied at 58. Lynx ball.
What a ball game we've seen so far at Bendat. Your fans loving it. We've stayed up on the East Coast. The late one has been a ripper. And here, going nowhere, said Kayla George.
You see here, just the issue with the pivot foot. Lifted it, and there we go. Just travel every time. Don't forget to send me a postcard next time.
Swain. George, great finds. Oof. Did she erase her own error? Main Sydney basketball.
I really feel they've been let off the hook here. That had to go in. We see here Ruth battling away, however, did a great job on the offensive glass, just couldn't quite finish. They'll get it from the baseline. They've got to score here.
In the hands of Swain. Turn and fire herself. Really buried it. Quick trigger. Bingo. Perth lead for the first time since the opening moments.
Norman, 2 from 3 from the outside, 6 points tonight.
George can't return the favour. Baseline ball once more. This is why so many people around the country love watching the Perth Lynx and the way they go about it. They push the pace, pull the trigger on the 3 early. It is fun, it is fast. It As you called it earlier, Todd, the red rush is in full force. Clark. Ricard controls. Brian Cardizano, though, had other ideas. And first to it. Wilson, 13 seconds. A turnover. Just the 6th of the ball game against the Lynx. Clark, baseline drive around Gorman, and arrived was Clinch Hoykard. Closed the gate for the Lynx.
The Lynx in this third quarter have played brilliantly, both defensively and offensively. Great display there. They have come to play.
Tony. Plays 4 in this third quarter in favour of Perth. Swinging around the screen, down low is George. Tied under the cup. The double arrived, it was a foul call. Excuse me. In fact, it's not. We're heading the way of the Lynx.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Too long in the key was the call in the end. We see George establishing good position here. Took a little while to get it away. And camping in that keyway.
To continue this third quarter domination.
Well, we saw in the game before, there was only 7 second-half points. At the moment, the Flames have only put up 4 in this term. It's real warning signs here for Guy Malloy. He's got to be careful, can't burn another timeout. He's got to find something from his leaders.
It is. It's cut off that time. Swain into the front court. Draws a bevy of defenders. Brian Cardizano. So connecting with here.
It's heartbreaking again for the Flames. Wasn't the greatest look, but the foul committed now gives a great shooter like Sowa a trip to the line.
Four of 6 from the line on Lynx tonight.
And they're in the penalty as well, the Flames.
20 seconds remaining in the period. Perth continuing to capitalise. Was out on the seconds.
4 points up, heading into the end of the third quarter.
Swain, Sydney, need an answer, book it. Another for Shanice Swain.
6 from 11 from the outside, doing a great job.
Tony, going to get downhill. Tage Morrell hovering. Goes to work with a jump hook over the top of roof. Perth continue to tick along here. Swain in such confidence. And Chibatoni with a poke away steal. Here's Sowa. Hoykard set for 3. Taylor Roof for the 8 assists on triple-double watch. Pittman passed up a good shot for a better one. Here's Roof with another offensive rebound. George around 2. Nice touched off the shin of Michaela Roof. And it's 18 seconds to work with the Lynx, who send in their starters.
One thing that's crazy, Liam, all the hard work the Flames did early in the game, they have only scored 7 points in this quarter. They still only find themselves trailing by 3, and they've given up 21 points in this quarter to their opponent. So they're still in this game. However, they've just got to make some adjustments and just get the game back on their terms.
So nearly got to it. Time for Swain. This to tie it up, heading into 3-quarter time. You bet Shanice Swain has 7 3 balls, and she's keeping the Flames in it. Red hot at the moment at Bendat.
Game awareness, knew where the clock was at, took the extra dribble and shot that from distance as well. All 21 of her points have come from beyond the arc. Shanice Swain is here.
Shanice Swain is here. She is something special. Do not go anywhere. We have got some ball game on our hands. 10 minutes remain, and it's tied up as we turn for home.
Give it once more for the Kalamata performers, Perth Lynx dancers. A big thank you as well to CDM Sport, taking care of all the travelling off court so your favourite team can focus on their game. Part of the CCM groups, the travel management solutions are competitive, innovative and customised for your unique travel needs. Visit ccmsport.com.au to learn more. And big thank you as well, Buckets Basketball, your one-stop location for anything and everything basketball. Skill development, check out our facility, Buckets Basketball. All right, Perth, we're going to have to go big on this fourth quarter. We are all tied up at 64 points apiece. I have asked you before, but I'm going to ask you once more for this fourth quarter. Every Lynx fan on their feet right now for this fourth quarter. Are we ready, Perth Lynx fans? Are we ready, Perth Lynx fans?
Fourth quarter coming up, 64 apiece here. It was a dominant third period from the Perth Lynx, 21-10 in the quarter. Letitia Ami here, one of the reasons why Todd Morris has got 22 points to go along with the 2 dimes, 3 steals, and everything. But Shanice Swain, my goodness, has been outstanding for the Flames.
Outstanding as well. Had a little bit of an injury concern, went off for a little while, came back out on the floor, but said, hey, I've got to show up for my team here. I've got to get it done. We see Amir here on the fast break there, just been fantastic. And the scoring open up here to the Lynx.
And a 3 to open it in the fourth.
Don't go quiet now, Perth. Not the time.
And Swain, pocket pass, just off cue to George. Quarter underway, 9:32. Leads the game block. Glad to have your company around the country for Game 3 of this Super Saturday. Really personal.
But I'll tell you what, if you are tuning in and you're late on the East Coast, it's a late night, text a friend, tell them to wake up. I think this is going to be a great finish to this game.
I think so, and Shanice Swain has got to take a break. She's got 4 personals off the back of that reach. That's costly for Sydney. And Catazano nearly got there. Tony calling for the screen. Let's take Brain Catazano to the post. She's got a double-double today with 16 points, 11 boards. Celeste Taylor now with a big job. With Swain out of the ball game. George will let it fly.
The captain stands up in the absence of Swain and goes bang from the land of plenty. That's points number 19 now for Kayla George.
11 triples as a team for the Flames. And here, inside the arc.
Saw again, George was happy to play off of me here, letting her shoot from deep.
George. Kill on the 3 ball. Maley lost her footing. Brain Catazano there in the thick of it. Whistle for the referee. Leads from both sides confused for a moment. Here's a look at it. It's Henry Maley on the deck, who's been assessed with the personal.
Yeah, tough one to call there. There was limbs everywhere, but the decision has been made and it's Flames ball.
Get behind the girls, Perth.
Raya George.
Everyone.
Roof, great vision, extra fine, Pittman for three. And the ball movement from Sydney. Gorman. Downtown hit for Steph Gorman. Such a quick trigger off the bench for the Perth Lynx.
Gorman now 4 from 5 from the outside after this hit. We see that's a great one from distance and just really backing herself in to go from 3. 12 points now tonight for Gorman.
Taylor over the timeline. Just a miscue and Amihia's first to it. Taylor arrives, easily dealt with, and Letitia Amihia is having a night.
Certainly is, and great work in transition as well. Her 24th point.
Taylor assessing. George is there on the post. Pittman slicing through. Active hands from Amihia, keeping the Flames honest. Wilson back into the ball game. Really kept Perth in it in the second quarter when they were on the ropes. Trailing by as much as 14 at one stage. Wilson pulls down the rebounds.
You can absolutely clap along, Perth. Let's hear it.
Just been motoring all night long. Skip pass and deflected. Frank Cardizano will reset. Gorman shooting above 50% from 3 this season. This time inside. It's a tie-up. And the Perth Lynx crowd really getting behind their team. The hustle from Steph Gorman. Show that third offensive rebound as well. It's been quite a handy game off the pine for Steph Gorman.
Yeah, it certainly has. Been given the license to shoot and taken advantage of it.
Wilson. Maley, clinical mid-range jumper, and the Flames are searching for answers. Just the 13 points in the second half for Sydney. Now trailing by 7. Perth are running away with it here.
Yeah, they certainly are, and they've got off to a great start here in this final quarter. We see Maley nailing that one from the baseline. It's a 10-3 run. It's almost a repeat of that third term. Sydney, they were 21-10 in that third term. Now it's 10-3 here. Guy Malloy, he had to use this timeout. He's got to reset things. He's got to find something. I even think it might be time to bring Swain back in. I know she's on 4, but you've got to do something.
You do, and it's getting to that time for the Sydney Flames. And for a quick and easy weeknight dinner that the whole family will enjoy, pick up a family pack of Latina fresh pasta and sauce. Ready in minutes and so delicious there won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina fresh in the chilled pasta aisle near you. He smiles over on the Lynx bench. With 6.5 remaining in the quarter, heaps of time to go here. I like your point, Todd. It's almost reaching that point where have to pull the trigger on Swain with 4 personals.
I think so. They just look so much better with her on the floor. On the plus minus, she's in the positive. One of only a few Sydney Flames players to be on the positive. And for those listening at home, what that means is how many points your team scores while you're on the floor versus how many they give away. She's in the positive, meaning that while she's on the floor, they're just a much better team. And there she is, right on cue.
We'll roll the dice with the 4 personals. She's 7 of 12 from long range. Taylor did well for an extra possession. Morris inserted. With numbers, Gorman, a great look. Sydney need a steadying basket. Swain. There's the mismatch with the knee here, who ties it up. And really, the knee here, there was no such thing as a mismatch against guards, Todd.
No, not at all. Very athletic, can guard all 5 positions. Great work by Swain to earn that one. She's lining up for these attempts. If one of these drop, it'll be a first point inside the arc.
Swain good on her first 3 throw. First trip to the line.
Don't let up on that.
To 23.
Make it tough when they come to Bendat.
Just trailing a knee here, the game's leading scorer with 24. Gorman around the screen and down the lane. Maley had position, but Morris able to control via Taylor.
Now is not the time.
Swain for some creativity. George in the post. Double arrives. Let's recover with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Swain not far away. Morris was there, and the foul call on Wilson. Probably timely. It's her first personal, 3rd team. But stopping what could have been almost a near certain basket.
Yeah, definitely indeed. Foul to give. It's been called before the shot.
Taylor off 2 at the line.
They gave away that easy look though under the hoop. It's 4.
Knee here.
And knee here as well. See it there, maybe. Looked to be closer to Maley.
Yeah, it could have been. Spotted Todd.
Sydney at the free throw line, go loud.
Which is a good result for the Lynx with Maley on just the 2 personals. Within a single possession.
Three-point game. This is the time we're going to get the energy up, Lynx fans.
Hasn't been the Flames' second half. You had said coming into the contest they'd be in this position with 5 minutes to go. You wouldn't be complaining. Chibatoni. Free throw line, and me here going to work. Morris off the deck. Drew the whistle. He is shooting at 80% from the line this evening.
Great free throw technique. Really true. Very calm, very collected. High arc on the ball.
Taken care of business. In the line in the second half. Stays with the Flames.
Smell a stop right here. Gonna need some help though, Perth.
Denying Swain. Arrives to assist. 4.5 remaining. Just got there to Morris. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Taylor, the midi.
Not looking good here for the Flames. Their offense is just not quite what it was early in the game. They've got to just start to find some easy points, but the Lynx are doing a great job in defense, not giving any easy looks. They were forced to take a mid-range jumper there.
Here spotted Swain with the 4 personals and knew it was a clean avenue through.
And then on the other end of the floor, the Lynx are just scoring at will.
7-point advantage for Perth. The biggest lead of the ball game. The aggressive drive, timely. Tough finish, Emma Clark. And the Flames with a chance to cut it within 4.
Let's take a look at this on the action replay. Great drive, saw the opening. Great aggression to the hoop. And to be able to finish with contact, that is such a hard thing to do. And it was just made to look easy.
Short roof, well inserted for the Flames. Nearly got there on the rebound too. Gorman, big minutes down the stretch in the 4th. Wilson bursting into this handoff situation and blocked. Terrific defense from Celeste Taylor. No screens for Swain. And they get her open once more. 3-ball number 8 rims out. That was halfway down. Wilson draws contact and a whistle on Emma Clark. He's already in the bonus. Perth approaching that situation too.
Big moment in the game here. The Flames, their defense, their last couple of sets have been okay. They forced the stop on the last one. However, they didn't convert at the other end. Get into the late stages of the game. The Flames record will be playing havoc on their mind. Only the 1 win this season. The Lynx will be much more confident in this stretch.
Second place, the Perth Lynx, a 3-1 record on the coattails of the Bendigo Spirit. Wilson. Nylon on the J and a timeout for Guy Malloy and the Flames. Back out to 7 points the margin.
Let's have a look at this. Wilson just fading away too. Brilliant. Got a little bit of distance on Swain. Had a bit of an opening. Faded away too. Those drops are so hard to hit fading away as you lose power as you fade backwards.
Impressive outing from Ellie Wilson. 17 points. Go with 3 dimes. Celebrate the new WNBL season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearby. The official major partner of the WNBL. Todd, it's been a much improved outing from the Flames from their Wednesday night performance, but the ropes with 3:17 remaining on the game clock.
You're right, they are on the ropes and they're in an away situation as well. They're playing at Bendat, makes it tough. They started like a house on fire. Then all of a sudden, they've only managed to score 19 points here in the second half. You know, they put up big numbers in that first half. And so for now, for Guy Malloy to get some sort of rally in these last stages of the game is going to be so hard. It's going to take a lot of spirit and courage. And the thing too that makes it even harder, they only have 1 win for the season. So automatically they get into this point, the psychological games start to play. It's really got to come from their leaders. It's got to come from Ruth. It's got to come from George. And Swain has to lead by example and really start to hit more of that 3-ball.
Which has been doing to such a high effect in this ball game. Swain doubles. Tried to get it to Ruth and Perth rewarded with the turnover. Really. Time on their side. Sydney. A 3-game losing skid. After prevailing in round 1, it's Maley for 3. Norman again on the glass. Chibatoni open. 2:28 remains.
Rebound number 16 for Ruth.
Ball game.
Let's close out this game.
Let's go with the 8 dimes, triple-double watch. Here's Swain. Down low is George, and me here. Just enough.
I like the protection on the passing lane there by me here to get across. Just got a touch on it, parried it away.
6 seconds for Sydney. Into George.
Ball. 7 points up.
He connects. Basket here for Perth would almost sink the Flames as Wilson slices her way through.
That's that when you almost saw the body language of the Flames. It just seemed to just drop a little.
Swain has roofed to her rears. Closed out from Gorman. Swain to let it fly. Keep them coming and keep them going to the well, because Shanice Swain is on fire from the land of plenty.
8 from 16, shooting at 50% with 8 threes made is amazing.
Breakout campaign for Sydney. 21-year-old Shanice Swain has the Flames back within 6. Media in the denial from George. Wilson comes up with the steal for Perth. Here's the whistle. And we are walking down for 3 throws with 58 seconds remaining. Now it'll be tough for the Flames. They scored 19 points within the first 7 minutes of the ball game. And prior to that Shanice Swain 3-ball, they had 19 points in the second half alone. 29 in the first quarter, 23 in the second. They were hot out of the gates.
With that 3 made by Shanice Swain, that's the 8th 3 in this game. She is now currently tied 5th on the all-time record for 3 points made in a game in the WNBL. She gets 1 more, she'll be tied for 2nd with Amy Atwell, Carly Ernst, and Jess Bibby. The record being 12 for Linda Snell in 1 game.
There you go. Stuff time. Shanice, and she had to it here. You know it's going to go that way. Swain lets it fly. 2 or 3 of those tonight have rimmed out in that manner for Swain. Could very well be 10 or 12 makes. This to ice it. The next faithful cheering them on. Wilson combining with me here. Maley in the spin cycle. Still 30 seconds for Sydney. Kick out, Pittman. Need to find a shooter. They'll take the 2.
It's almost if the Lynx gave it the 2. They said, you're going to score, take a 2. That's fine.
They're happy to concede. Yeah, playing with such confidence. Handling the basketball up the floor, doing it all defensively. Leading the way in the scoring column. 4 steals, 28 points. 4 rebounds and 61% shooting. And clearly a fan favourite here in Perth.
Oh, looking a little proppy after shooting that one.
She was. Studies on the seconds.
Not looking good at all. I mean, is hobbling away from that contest.
Down low, and Gorman has it to me here. It's indeed look quite sore. They can run it out, and the Perth Lynx, a dominant second half. They've defended their home floor here at Bendat Basketball Centre. 84-78. It's been a terrific ball game. The Flames valiant, especially in that first half, but Perth get the job done and improve to 4-1 on the season.
And Amia, if you just have a look in the huddle there, has just gone to ground after just trying to walk on, it looks like some sort of foot concern. This could almost be bittersweet. Amia leading the game with 28 points, and then all of a sudden there's something going on there. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll try and give you as much information as we can get, but yeah, that's a real bittersweet feeling in this game, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah. T-shirt, me here, left in the front, a star import, and hopefully nothing serious for Perth. Let's have a look at our game highlights. The 6-point victory for the Perth Lynx, and, well, early days, it was all Shanice Swain and the Sydney Flames. But first off, how about this? Almost player of the game, that ankle breaker from Chivatoni, Todd.
Yeah, we're going to see that on socials time and time again. I absolutely loved it. The Flames started hot. They got it in the paint. They got it moving early. Kayla George. It was a vintage Kayla George performance early in this game. And then Maley started to really put her imprint on the game. We see George getting busy from the outside. And then Ami here was great, even shooting him from deep.
Putting it into the post early, the Flames. Morris got involved, and we saw the points in the paint numbers piling up in the first half, and then it just dried up in the seconds.
Yeah, it certainly did. They had 24 points in the paint in the first half, finished on 32, so they kind of changed. Well, I think those adjustments made by the Lynx in the way that they were to defend, but then the Lynx got busy in the second half. They just really started to score at will. They were attacking the rim. We see some great drives from Wilson. That had one attempt was just outrageous. And me here on the fast break, I thought this is where we're going to get our dunk, but not quite in the end. And we see some great offense. Gorman got really busy from the outside. Her numbers were fantastic. But Swain really stole the show. Fifth of the all-time threes made in a game with 8. Unbelievable effort. The history we saw tonight.
Phenomenal 26 points in the end was the total for Shanice Swain. It was Amihia who bested her in the ball game as the game's leading scorer, but Ali Wilson was dynamite once again. There's few things more exciting than when she turns the corner and gets downhill with her pace. Ali Wilson was deadly, 19 points to her name. Here are your leaders, and Kayla George, the skipper, was strong as well for the Flames. And who could forget Michaela Roof with triple-double watch early, Tom?
Very early. We were talking about that in the second term. The assist just didn't quite happen. Finished on the 8 assists. Kayla George, fantastic. Double-double for her. 19 points, 16 boards. But it was Amihia. It was the Amihia show. 28 points, and also as well with 4 assists, so sharing that ball around as well. Wilson, fantastic with 19. Maley, her awesome rebounding self with 12. Gorman had the 12 with 9 rebounds as well. Great numbers for her coming off the bench. Must be an absolute privilege for Ryan Petrick to have that quality coming off the point.
Yeah, Gorman was excellent, playing 25 minutes in the end, and here's the Perth Lynx start to warm down.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to, I'm on a me here watch here, and I can't see her there. Obviously gone straight to the rooms for some treatment straight away.
Me here, our player of the match for the Perth Lynx. No surprises, Todd.
No surprises at all. Dominated inside the painted area there. We saw a great feint and then to the hoop. But it was just her attack on the rim. Just here, steady, then bang, 2-pace game. Had Morris on the hop. That was a great one here again. And look, just from beyond the arc, great drive straight down the middle. Her athleticism is just amazing on what she brings to this game. We see protecting the passing lane and then just away in transition. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, really well all-rounded game that she put on tonight. Her numbers in the end, 11 from 18 from field, 61% field goal percentage, scoring 28 points. That's just unheard of.
So dynamic at the center position as well. Just the ability to take some of the other, perhaps, not quite as fast-footed centers to the cup off the dribble. She is going to be a matchup problem night in, night out in the Signet WNBL. Here's her final match numbers.
And just quickly, I want to put a little asterisk on those free throws because those last 2, she shot those with a sore leg. You could tell that she was definitely sore on those ones. So for me, I'm going to say that she went 6 from 7.
Yeah, highly impressive. 4 steals as well to boot. Some ball game leading the way for Perth, who improved to 4-1 on the season. And now we have one game remaining in Indigenous round tomorrow on 9 Go. On broadcast, the Spirit and the Flyers in Ballarat, taking it regional once more.
Yeah, love that regional stuff. Obviously, Bendigo and Ballarat sharing that there. The Spirit get around to all those regional towns. Fantastic to see. But the Flyers, they've been in some good form. Are they the ones to knock the Spirit off? It's going to take a tough team to go there. I know that Christy Harrow's team are tough. They pride themselves in their defense. They're going to need a lot of it to beat that Spirit team.
They are coming off 2 straight victories, the Flyers, and that does it for our broadcast tonight here between the Lynx and the Flames. It's been an absolute terrific basketball game. Great to have your company if you're joining us late on the East Coast or over in the West where your Lynx got the job done. It's been a pleasure. Liam Ellison and Todd Morris with you on the call. And from all of our hard-working team behind the scenes, thank you and good night from the Signet WNBL.